To challenge the dollar's dominance as the global reserve currency, BRICS nations have laid the first tracks for a new and alternative digital payment system called Bridge. And this payment platform is still in its infancy stage, but it is a start. Our next report telling you more about how the BRICS countries' alternative payment system in a way challenges the Western-controlled SWIFT system.
China and Brazil already have an agreement to enable trade settlements in domestic currencies. That includes the trading in the red-hot commodity soybean, which has been making headlines recently. The agreement allows for payments in Chinese yuan and Brazilian real. The system aims to reduce transaction costs, minimize exchange rate risks associated with the dollar, and enhance the financial independence of both nations. This bilateral agreement is part of a broader effort by the BRICS nations to create alternative financial systems. This is to facilitate trade in local currencies and reduce reliance on Western-controlled systems like SWIFT or the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. The proposed BRICS Pay or BRICS Bridge digital payment platforms are one example of those efforts. First, let's look at SWIFT, the current backbone of the global messaging system for international payments. SWIFT works as a secure messaging network. It is not a money transfer system. SWIFT allows banks globally to send standardized instructions for payments and other financial messages. A bank sends a SWIFT message with details of the recipient and amount to another bank. The system uses unique codes to identify institutions. Funds move separately through corresponding bank accounts, either through Nostro or Vostro accounts. It's like sending a secure letter with instructions, not the actual cash. This ensures fast, reliable communication for cross-border transactions. Let's look at how a SWIFT transaction works. You tell your bank, let's call it Bank A, to send money abroad. Bank A debits your account in rupees, then converts to dollars and creates a SWIFT message. Then Bank A sends this secure message via the SWIFT network to the recipient's bank. Let's call it Bank B. The next step, Bank B receives the message and credits the beneficiary's account. Meanwhile, separately, Bank A settles the dollars with Bank B through their corresponding accounts. In other words, SWIFT is the secure post office for banks. The system delivers payment instructions while the actual money travels through underlying banking relationships. This makes global finance efficient and reliable. However, the US and its Western allies have used SWIFT to sanction and cut out countries like Russia from the global payment system. Also, if China buys soybeans from Brazil, the US can see this transaction and the money exchanged between those countries through SWIFT. So, the BRICS payment system is the answer to avoid that. The BRICS Pay or BRICS Bridge is a developing digital platform for cross-border transactions among member nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. This is to reduce reliance on SWIFT and the dollar. The system will use national currencies and feature decentralized tech like blockchain. It aims for secure, low-cost and independent settlements. Let's look at the key features and goals of the bridge system. It facilitates payments in member countries' own currencies, avoiding dollar dependency. This also aims to bypass traditional Western-controlled financial infrastructure. Bridge uses distributed ledger technology and nodes for secure interference-resistant messaging called the BRICS DCMS. Blockchain nodes are individual computers or devices which run blockchain software that connect to a peer-to-peer network. So unlike SWIFT, the information, including the money exchanged, will stay between the parties involved and cut out interference from a third party. It is designed as an open platform to integrate with existing systems and allow countries to run their own nodes and messages. The system aims for efficient, low-cost cross-border payments, potentially with optional fees. Last year, Trump warned 100% tariffs on BRICS countries if they moved ahead with their own currency to rival the dollar. However, there has been an increase in mutual trade agreements and settlements in domestic currencies. BRICS members are slowly but surely moving away from the dollar. That suggests Trump's warnings are falling on deaf ears, or tariffs as a threat do not yield the same kind of concerns as they did before. Business Bureau, WION World is One.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.